Hey there, Daddy Fred. I got a little song. I don't know if I can do this one, but I'm gonna try. Just came to my mind and I thought I'd get it out. I don't know if I have enough space here. Oh yeah, I'll be alright. I think. Kind of cramped up. Ain't got the studio set up yet. But you do the best you can with what you have, right? The Pharisees brought a woman that was caught in the very act of sin. You know the story? To see what he would do, and it's the same for me and you. Will he set it free like he does for you and me? He said, woman, where are your accusers? He said, I do not condemn you, but I send you with the power to live your life. He said, woman, where are your accusers? And I do not condemn you, but I send you with the power to live your life. You know, this story comes from the woman who was caught in the very act of adultery. In the very act. That is so weird to me. Number one, how'd they do that? Sound like a setup. Number two, where was the guy? If it was the very act of adultery, and you know, this is for older folks, you know, there had to have been a guy involved. They didn't bring him. They just brought the woman because they didn't respect women very much back then. A lot of people did, but Jesus did. And they thought they could trip him up by him acting on his emotions rather than on the law. And Jesus looked around to the disciples, and it says that not the disciples, to the Pharisees, and then it says that he knelt down and he wrote something in the sand, and nobody really knows what he wrote. I think he wrote like maybe what a bunch of idiots, but then, you know, because he didn't want to say that, but maybe it wasn't what he wrote, I don't know. But see, the main thing is here, he said, let the one that has no sin cast the first stone. You know, we can all cast the second through 100th stone that would take her life. But the first stone had to be cast by the one that had no sin. And guess who only person there that had no sin? There was only one person there. Bear that in mind. And it said that from the older to the younger, they left. There was probably a young guy flipping his little rock up there. Said, man, last Saturday, that's right, I called Grandma a bad name, and that wasn't right. And okay, and he left. Left Jesus, and he said to the young lady, he said, woman, and see, woman was a endearing term back then. It was like, dear woman. Woman, where are your accusers? Has no one condemned you? And she looked around and she said, no, Lord. That should have been a wrong answer. You know, wrong answer. The answer should have been, well, only you, Lord. But she must have known about Jesus or heard about Jesus, his goodness and his kindness, and that he didn't come to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. Isn't that wonderful? So she said, there are none, Lord. And he said, neither do I condemn you. Now go and sin no more. He didn't say, and I use it like, go and sin no more. He didn't say it like that. I don't believe. We'll find out. He said, go. See, when we don't judge someone, we give them power in their life. When we love somebody and don't judge them, that's why it says, judge not lest you be judged. For with whatever measure you judge, so shall you be judged. There's a lot of people out there say, well, you know, the Bible tells us to judge. No, that's a different word, that judge rightly. That thing, that's different. That's, you know, make good decisions. But judging is condemning. That's what that word meant that he was talking when he said, judge not. Condemn, don't condemn, or you will be condemned. And the condemnation that you measure out will be measured unto you. Why are we living such hard lives these days? Well, maybe we're to check ourselves. Have we been judging? Have we judged? We're not supposed to judge. I know I have. I've judged lots of people. I got to slap myself in the face mentally every day to keep myself, especially in traffic. Man, some funny drivers around here. Maybe I'm one of them too. See, that's what reminds me. I've done some dumb driving things. So how can I judge another person for doing bad driving when I've done bad driving? Now, I do need to hit my brake. And I've learned to pray for that person rather than judge them. And I'm not patting myself on the head. I'm telling you, this is how it works. If it doesn't work like this, then we're all wrong. We're all in big trouble. But see, if we don't judge, we won't be judged. And if we don't condemn, we won't be condemned. So anyway, when Jesus said, go therefore, honey, get up and go. And you don't have to sin anymore. You've been set free by the only one that can set you free. His name is Jesus. Can we do the same for others? I think so. Big Daddy Fred signing off.